Yeah, I just want to support this group of amendments. I wasn't not on the committee, so I wasn't part of that discussion. I'm sure the points have been made. But it really is quite extraordinary that the CIF are going to be the body that are going to house the register of building providers. This attempt or effort at regulation of an industry that has failed so badly in many respects. Health and safety for workers, bogus self-employment, and of course desperate defects, whether it's in fire safety, mica, pyrite, you name it, that has cost the state an absolute fortune, that has cost the lives of building workers, that has caused misery for homeowners, and indeed, has resulted in buildings that are a fire hazard for those that live in them. And you could just go on through the list. It is absolutely extraordinary that a body that, if you like, is in control of that industry and that has allowed that sort of stuff to happen because it represents the builders and the developers, that they are going to house the registers, to me seems absolutely amazing, and that they would have the right to appoint 5 members to the board. And the one thing that strikes me about it, not only is it amazing, and I take the point that the Minister is now talking about somewhat changing that to give greater representation to others at Shannon. I'm not quite sure why it can't be done here in response to the amendments put down by Deputies O'Brien, Nash and O'Callaghan. But that is completely unacceptable. But it also, to be honest, it seems to me to run foul of another provision of the bill, which says that the body that would be chosen by the Minister to house the register, or whatever the phrase the bill uses, cannot be a body that promotes a political cause. Now, the CIF promotes a political cause. It's constantly promoting political causes. It's lobbying for the industry all the time. It was lobbying against COVID restrictions, for example, at particular points in time. It's constantly lobbying for the interests of its members in what is self-evidently a political form of lobbying. Yeah. Deputy Barry quips behind me the industrial wing of Fianna Fáil, but whether that's true or not, it's certainly a credible point. But in all seriousness, if we're excluding bodies that campaign for political causes, then that excludes the CIF, to my mind. Absolutely excludes them. So there's a contradiction in the legislation from that point of view, because any serious definition of bodies that promote particular political causes would absolutely include the Construction Industry Federation, that is one of the most active bodies in campaigning and lobbying for its particular members in order to affect politics and affect public policy. So I would just add that point if it wasn't already made, and I think the government seriously have to rethink this, because those that control the industry should not be the ones that are charged with regulating it.